Now, I want my videos to be balanced when it comes to my criticisms of Call of Duty games, because there is a massive gap in the community for something like that. People either are giant Call of Duty fanboys, hype beasts, or they are just honestly toxic haters, for lack of literally any better term. There are people that seem to get a hard-on for just complaining about Call of Duty. And I understand that Call of Duty gives you things to complain about. Really, every shooter franchise does. The problem is that Call of Duty is just, it's more accessible by more people, and a lot of people that play Call of Duty, I've noticed, play really only Call of Duty when it comes to shooters. So they think a lot of issues in COD are specific to the franchise. They don't realize that they're sort of in the genre. So people act more offended, like they're more personally attacked by the issues in a Call of Duty game. Because I think some people have the misconception that they are specific to Activision, Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, Raven, High Moon. They just think that those are the incompetent game creators and everyone else is super smart all the time. Every other game is, so much more flawless than ours. It's just, I don't know, that's the vibe I get. But I have to be honest here, this is not something I'm going to be balanced about, because I've already been right about it twice, and I just don't look forward to being right about it a third time. Black Ops Cold War's created class looks really exciting, but guaranteeing people lethals and tacticals needs to stop. It needs to have zero place in Call of Duty. Now, I know, it should more come down to, theoretically, it should more come down to how the lethals and tacticals and how the counters are balanced. A big problem in Modern Warfare is that somebody can have two fast-throwing, fast-detonating C4s, a grenade launcher, even though that's rare, and an RPG, all on one class, so EOD really just can't counter all of that. And you can have restock plus amped, so you can just basically have a flashbang every 30 seconds, so if you're staying alive, you can just keep flashbanging people and winning gunfights because of it. Call of Duty is a game where you can die in like 300 milliseconds or less, so I really don't understand why people have told me that Battle Hardened works in this game. Yeah, it diminishes the effects of the concussion or flashbang, but it's more than enough to give somebody an advantage in a gunfight. It's the same point about the shock drone in Black Ops 4. Those of you that remember Black Ops 4's shock drone know that even if you time your button prompt right and you pull the little electrochargy thing out of your character on time, you still have your gun down long enough to get killed. Anything that takes your hands off your gun or blurs your vision or distorts you or shakes your screen for longer than a second, seriously, longer than a second, is a potential gunfight subversion, something that somebody can use to screw up your gunfights. Now, I can see now that Treyarch is apparently not doing actual flinch when it comes to the accuracy of your weapon. When you get shot, the screen moves to let you know you've been hit, but your iron sights really don't. So that's awesome. We found this out on Twitter, I think yesterday or today. My days are blending together, so I don't really know. So I'm glad flinch isn't going to be a big deal. They kind of know that that throws off gunfights, and because in Call of Duty, milliseconds are very important, you can't lose your millimeters when you're in a gunfight. But concussions and flashbangs, explosions that take you from being at full health to 50 constantly are frustrating. Now, I am so glad that Cold War has a C4 system where you throw it and then you have to detonate it with the actual detonator. No more double tapping X or square to get an easy, cheeky kill. That's bullshit. I don't care who you are. We all have to know that's bullshit, right? That was garbage. Air bursting a pocket nuke is just something that's been a big part of Call of Duty, but I think it's time for us to get used to it being absent. At least with Simtexes and frags, you need to be more precise with them, and you need to deal with the timings of those fuses. C4 is throw, and then you can air burst it right in front of a window or something, so I'm glad they're making that more difficult, but restock is in Cold War. Restock in the alpha build at least, and this could change before launch, but restock was there where you get your lethal and tactical, I believe it said every 25 seconds, whereas I think that's 5 seconds less than it is in Modern Warfare, but it also might be 30. I don't know, it's hard. I'm getting a lot of different information from YouTubers. It's hard to keep it all in my head. I should perhaps write it down. No, that's too smart for me. Either way, restock is back, and guaranteeing people a lethal and tactical on their class is going to promote more lethal and tactical usage, and this is a problem. See, you gotta look at it this way. People think that, well, there's counters, and we'll get to that in a minute, but one of the things you gotta think about is, let's say you're playing Black Ops 2. In order to have a concussion and a frag grenade in Black Ops 2, you had to use up 2 of your 10 pick 10 points. So the way I see it, when somebody killed me with a frag grenade or a C4 in Black Ops 2, they made a sacrifice on their class and were capable of killing me because of it. But before that, in a game like Modern Warfare 3, when I died by a frag grenade or a C4 or got flashbanged, it was because fuck me. That person makes no sacrifices. The only sacrifice to running C4, for instance in Modern Warfare here, is that C4 doesn't let you have a Simtax. The only thing that's bad about having a flashbang is that you can't have stem. That's the downside. You're guaranteed a tactical and lethal on your class for free. Now Cold War is implementing wildcards. A wildcard can get you 3 more attachments on your gun for a total of 8 attachments, which is going to be sick for I Need a Weapon. Then you have the ability to have 6 perks with another wildcard, or you have to pick between the two, you can't have both. But either way, you can have 6 perks or 8 attachments. So I think there should be a wildcard that allows you to have a lethal and tactical, otherwise you should have to pick between the two. Do you want a flashbang on your class or a frag grenade? You can't have both without the wildcard. And hell, they could buff that wildcard even more and just build restock into that wildcard, so that then you can have a frag and flashbang, and they even recharge, but you have to give up attachments or 6 perks. The fact is, somebody can come at you with 5 attachments on their gun, 6 perks on their class, a lethal, a tactical, and a field upgrade. Fuck that. As much as I love the freedom and customizability, I am so sick of people relying on flashbangs and frag grenades to get their kills. Now, luckily, we have a wildcard that gives us 6 perks in Black Ops Cold War. In Modern Warfare, we have a really serious problem, in my opinion, because I don't feel like I'm using EOD or Battle Hardened to counter lethals and tacticals. No, I feel like I'm giving up Tier 1 and Tier 3 perks for a counter to a bad game design. Like Amped, Tune-Up, Tracker, those are fun perks and I enjoy using them, but when I get flashbanged and lose because of it, and that happens often. If you guys watch my live streams, you'll see how many times I get C4'd, concussion, flashbanged. And Modern Warfare is a bad perk design because I only can have 3 perks, and when it comes to Modern Warfare, I really only want Cold-Blooded or EOD, depending on whether or not there's an aerial streak in the air that I can't deal with at the moment, or even if I can deal with it, I don't want it killing me while I'm trying to shoot it down multiple times. So either way, I either have Cold-Blooded or EOD, I either have Battle Hardened or Amped. And it's kind of a bad set of perk balance. And then in my tier 2 is usually Ghost because I don't want to be on the UAV. When you guarantee lethals and tacticals, you guarantee that more people are going to be using lethals and tacticals in your game. More often than not, somebody will respawn with a fresh flashbang, and then when they see that you're in a building because of the UAV, they're not going to push you for a 50-50 gunfight. They're going to concussion the corner, and at that point you might as well disconnect your controller, the game's mostly out of your hands. Now, when I say stuff like this, people seem to think that I think that you can never win a gunfight against somebody who's flashbanging you, that you can never succeed after somebody hits you with a frag grenade. Obviously not. The problem is volume, not really the quality of the explosives, which is not bad in this game at all, but it's the quantity. And in Cold War, I don't want the quantity. I don't want to be on a hard point and then have somebody just be like, oh, good thing I have these for free, and then just hit me with a C4, hit me with a flashbang, hit me with a frag grenade. You know, when 5 people are pushing an objective, which does happen if you play hardpoint, you know, sometimes the spawns line up and you get all 5 enemies pushing a hardpoint at the same time, you know, or 6, all 6 sometimes. And then, if they all start throwing concussions and flashbangs, I've gotten concussion by 3 different people on a hardpoint. I have my cover, I'm waiting for them, and then it's flashbang, and flashbang, and flashbang. Because, of course, yeah, they're pushing the objective. They want the objective, and the game gives them gunfight subverting tools. I use them myself because when I get that sweet little hit marker, I know that I have a much higher chance of killing whoever got hit by it. I was right about this with COD World War II when they gave everybody lethals and tacticals. I was right about this in Modern Warfare. And while it will come down to the strength of the counters, and it will come down to the strength of the lethals and tacticals themselves, I feel like Flak Jacket and Taskmask are going to be permanently on my classes in objective game modes, especially in a game where people are going to be fast, free, and reckless, pushing objectives, not worrying about their streaks resetting. So I'm personally anticipating a whole lot of frag grenade, concussion, C4 nonsense all over my objectives. Throughout Modern Warfare's lifecycle, there is one core gameplay mechanic that pisses me off the most, and that is that my enemy is guaranteed to respawn with a lethal and tactical of their choice, and it seems to usually be a concussion grenade and C4. Usually this is the part of the video where I'd say, hey guys, what do you think about this? But I don't care. I already know I'm right. I can't be 100% sure how it's going to play out, for sure. Obviously I haven't played Cold War yet, but it would just follow the very predictable pattern of what happens in a Call of Duty game when you guarantee lethals and tacticals like this. We saw it in Modern Warfare 3, and then it disappeared. Sent from Modern Warfare 3 to COD World War II, it disappeared. Now it's back in Call of Duty. It's been in World War II, Black Ops 4, it was in Modern Warfare Remastered, obviously. It's in Modern Warfare, and now it's in Black Ops Cold War. I don't like that you guarantee people a piece of equipment that can just win a gunfight, that can just dominate an objective, that can just concussion 6 people. And I know, maybe Tac Mask is super strong, but do I want to spend the entire year running it in order to band-aid fix their bad gameplay decision? Again, if you're a Call of Duty developer and you're guaranteeing people lethals and tacticals for free, you didn't play Modern Warfare 3. You have not been playing Modern Warfare, you didn't play COD World War II, or even worse, you know that players love getting easy kills with lethals and tacticals, and that's why you've made them free. It's for casuals and shitters and even people like me that take full advantage of this nonsense and throw C4 around every corner when I'm being sweaty. Yeah, it's very, very fun. You've created a really fun meta where people often get their gunfights subverted by fucking random bullshit. Yeah, anyway, I don't like this feature. I know it's not going to play well. If it didn't, it would break a long, consistently persisting pattern of gameplay that we've seen up through Modern Warfare 3 and since COD World War II. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you when I see you. Fuck off.